Muslim, not only sisters but brothers. My size. Hello people of the world, it's Maha, and basically I know I said I was gonna daily vlog this Ramadan. I've been trying so hard, it's just not happening. So what I've been doing is I've been trying to vlog daily, but I don't upload it until weekly. So I have like a weekly vlog with daily vlogs within it. So I'm trying my best. I'm doing summer classes. I'm doing 6 summer classes this semester, but I'm doing 3 at a time, so 3 per each session. There's 2 sessions. Anyways, I'm just really quite busy, but I hate to like make excuses, so I'm not making an excuse. I'm just trying to let you guys know what's going on in my life. Oh, stay tuned for the end of this video, because I know in my last video I did this song called the Ramadan song, but this video I also have another song that I'm singing that I literally wrote today. I just came up with a random song and I wrote it today. It just blossomed from within me today, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So that's going to be at the end of the video along with the outro. Just watch this video and enjoy it. Have a good time. Sit back, relax, chill, take it easy. And if like, I also want to say to you guys that if you're at a point in your life in which you're stressed or you're unhappy or you're like just satisfied but you're not as happy as you feel like you could be, I just want to tell you guys that self-care is so important, and sometimes when you take a few steps to really take care of yourself, it can affect your life so greatly in the best way. So for me personally, I'm going to share what I like to do to make sure I get in my self-care. What I like to do daily is like my skincare routine is something that I love to do. It's something that I enjoy. It's like so therapeutic and calming and soothing for me to like take care of my skin and moisturize and all that stuff in the morning and in the night. I do it every morning, every night. That's like one of my things that I do for self-care. Another thing I love to do is reading. For me, reading is like I'm the only one who has access to this little world. Like if you watch The Flash, you know how there's like pocket dimensions. Reading for me is like when I have a book and it's like the key to my own pocket dimension, if that makes sense. So self-care is super important. Those are just a couple things that I do for like self-care, and really that I do that are so therapeutic for me and make me so happy. If you're watching this video, I really want you to try, and if you don't already do those little things for self-care, try and implement those into your life, whatever it may be. Just like make a list of things that are like therapeutic for you, that you enjoy, that are calming, and try to incorporate them into your everyday life. Or not, if you can't do it every day, try to do it weekly. Like once a week, do a little something for yourself. Give yourself a face mask. I don't know. Treat yourself to an ice cream. Sit there and enjoy like cake. I don't know, whatever it may be that just puts you in that like happy place. Like do it and just enjoy life and take it in. If you try to make it a daily thing, like it'll be like your daily dose of happiness almost. Obviously life isn't happy and perfect all the time, but you can make it a little bit better by incorporating, you know, that little time of self-care. Yeah, so that was a random little rant, but I did write a song about happiness today, like a mini little song about happiness, and alhamdulillah, I'm just so thankful for everything. And although I have like my stresses, and as everybody does, it's just important to recognize the things you're grateful for and just overall be happy. Anyways, I'll watch this vlog if you'd like to. I am shopping with my mom. There's something about you. You don't care about what you do. You gotta give a little, just to get a little. So I got these shoes today. I really love them. They're so comfortable. They're totally me. Because you know me, I love having that grandma aesthetic sometimes, and I feel like these are definitely that. And then I also got some rain boots that I really needed. They're so comfy, but they're not my style at all. I think they're hideous. So if you guys have any ideas of what I should do to them to make them look cuter, like if you guys are crafty at all, let me know if you have any ideas. Like, should I bedazzle it up here? No, ew, oh my gosh, that's not my style. But just like any ideas to make it look less the way it does. It looks very, like, I think childlike I want it to look just like normal. I don't want it to stand out. I want it to blend in. But yeah, if you guys have any crafty ideas that I could do to make them look less hideous, that would be great. And I needed rain boots because it's been raining so much in my state and I've been having to walk on campus a lot for school.
There's something about you. You don't care about what you do.
Alhamdulillah, today I literally was walking by this and I thought it was so pretty. This is on my campus. You know when they say like stop and smell the roses? Sometimes it's nice to just literally stop and smell the roses, even though these aren't roses. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. I just got done with my CPR class. Last class we learned how to do CPR, and then today we learned how to do the Heimlich maneuver, which I always wanted to know how to properly do because there's a lot of kids in my family. Like, we have a huge family on my mom's side and on my dad's side. There's so much kids, and kids are always choking. They're always putting stuff into their mouths, and it's just like a scary situation when it happens. So to know the proper method of like how to like help somebody when they're choking has always been something that I wanted to learn, and now I've learned it. I just learned it in my CPR first aid class today, and then next class we're gonna be learning something new. I just love learning. I really like school. I'm such a nerd, but I do. I can save y'all's lives now. I feel like I'm well equipped for that. I haven't gotten my certification yet, but I am soon going to be getting my certification in a couple weeks when the class is over and I've been tested and everything. So that's gonna be so exciting because I'm gonna feel like I can help. If anybody is ever in need of help, I'll be able to help and like save lives. And I feel like it's a skill that everyone should have. So I encourage you guys that if you have access to like a class where you can learn how to do CPR, use the AED, all that stuff, and get certified, like, I encourage you guys to do that. Sorry, there's like a hair somewhere on my face. I can't find it. It's like flying from my head. I've like talked about how I'm like not fasting this year, so go watch my first Ramadan vlog of this year to like listen to me talk a little bit about that. But I still like to sit with my family for iftar and eat iftar with them and stuff like that. So right now it's 7:55. I live over an hour away. Can I make it home for iftar? We will find out. Update, I just killed a bug and then I said I'm sorry to it. I kind of want to talk about something more serious in today's vlog. We need to raise our Muslim, not only sisters but brothers as well, to be informed about periods. I don't know why it's such like a scary thing to talk about, or taboo, or controversial, or whatever. It's such a normal thing, and I feel like in Muslim households, like, it's not talked about. They say like should be private, should be secret, but like, yeah, I get that, whatever, to each their own. Every household is different. But when it comes to like, let's say my sister, I'm just gonna call her Nida, I'm just making this up, but like, let's say poor Nida, like, my household wasn't open with that, and like she was on her period during Ramadan, and like she would have to like go and sneak some food into her room, and that was how she would eat, and then in front of the rest of the family she would act like she was fasting. I know that's something that so many girls out there do. Comment down below if you've experienced it or somebody else you know experiences it. If you're fine with it, that's fine too. But in my opinion, I just think that's like not right. I know I'm not fasting this year. That doesn't mean you should take my words with a grain of salt, because I have fasted for so many years, like basically ever since I was able to fast for like up till almost now. I've been fasting all these years and I've been totally fine with it. If people are eating around me, yeah, it's hard, but that's what fasting is. So if like girls are on their periods, like, we need to educate our Muslim brothers that like periods are a thing, they're normal, accept it. You have to just be okay with a girl having her period and therefore eating in your house. Like, it's 100% fine in my opinion. I don't know, I just get so heated about this. I guess I'm just passionate. There's so much double standards, you guys, and I could talk about this so much and for so long, but that's all I'm gonna say for today. I'm just gonna wrap it up there. If y'all have comments or stuff like that, I'm sorry if I offended anybody. That's just my opinion, and we can all respect each other here and just say our opinions down below in the comments. I will read them all, I will reply to you guys, and we can have like a healthy discussion, you know? No need for hate or anger or anything like that. I know I got a little bit heated, but forgive me. And I know earlier in this video there was like a rant about happiness, and now there's like this rant about like Muslim women fasting and being on their periods and how they have to hide it, and how that's annoying to me. That they have to hide it to accommodate everybody else, to make sure the men don't feel like weirded out by it or whatever they may feel by it. I know that was like a really out of nowhere type of rant, But what can I say? It's just how I feel. I gotta like express how I feel to you guys, and I want to know what you guys think too, and if anybody's feeling the same way. What I did want to mention to you guys is that although I went on a little bit of a rant about like Muslim women who they end up having to hide the fact that they're having their period and that they're not fasting, and they have to pretend that they're fasting in front of the family, in front of the men specifically. And to me, I just, in my personal opinion, I think that's wrong, and I think that it's unfair, and I think that she should be able to freely make an omelet or whatever. That should be fine. She's excused from fasting because she's on her period, and I think that should be like a normal thing that like people should understand, that that's like a thing. Women have their periods. The truth about women is that we have periods. All of us have periods. It breaks my heart because a lot of the time what Muslim women during Ramadan, because their period, what they will do is like sneak food or have like you know, a bowl of Cheerios that they'll sneakily eat like a few grapes and call that a meal or something like that, whatever it may be. And to me, that's just like really sad. I don't think a Muslim woman should have to hide that she's on her period and she's not fasting during Ramadan. I think like she should openly eat, in my opinion, because when you're on your period, it's not fun. Your vagina is bleeding. I'm just gonna put it straightforward and blunt because there's nothing shameful, embarrassing about it. It's normal. It happens to every woman out there. So yeah, your vagina is bleeding. You're having painful cramps. A lot of the time, in my experience and in the experience of a lot of my friends, we want to eat. We want to eat ice cream. We want to eat whatever we're craving. We want to eat. So the fact that during Ramadan we're being told to, or like there's like a whole notion that we should be hiding that we're on our periods, and in front of like the men especially, or the people of the household, don't eat. Like you don't want to let them know you're on your period. And not only that, the other point, like, oh, you don't want to eat in front of them to make it harder for them. People who decide to keep it private for themselves, like that's fine, like if you personally want to keep it private, but I don't feel like it should have to be private. It's not something that's like should be an embarrassment or anything like that. I know what it's like to be fasting and you're not able to eat and people around you are eating. Yeah, it's hard, but that's like one of the whole points of fasting. It's supposed to be hard, you know? It's not supposed to be just like a breeze, like just like a walk in the park. Like, no, you know what I mean? I just think that if a Muslim woman in a household filled with all sorts of people, women and men, is on her period, she is excused from fasting, she should not have to hide that. She shouldn't be told that don't start cooking like a whole meal because it's going to smell up the house and it's going to smell so good like food. She shouldn't be told to accommodate everyone else. Like, come on, man, she's on her period. Like, let the woman be, let her eat. Stop telling her to be secretive about it. And that's just an issue that I've seen come up. It's what's expected in like Muslim society, that women are supposed to be secretive, that they're on their periods and not fasting. It's not just me, it's not just the community that I live in. I feel like it's an expectation that shouldn't be there. It should be more normalized, I think, within a Muslim society, because it's not really that normalized. Being on your period is not a dirty thing. It's such a normal thing. It's not a dirty word. Period, period, period. Period! It's not a dirty word. Be comfortable to say it around your children if you're a parent. I just feel like teaching your girls about it at a young age is good, but also teaching your boys about it at a young age should be encouraged and should be something that's done, in my opinion. And this is all just my opinion. You can feel free to disagree with it. You can feel free to express your opinion down below in the comments. Let's have a healthy discussion. Let's be respectful of each other's opinions. If you're very disrespectful in the comments down below, I'm just going to delete your comment and block you. But if you can have like a healthy debate in the comments down below and be respectful during that, then that's totally fine. We on my channel welcome all different kinds of opinions and beliefs, and that is 100% fine. And yeah, so that rant, I just felt like that had to be said because I just needed to get that off my chest. So thank you so much for listening to me, and I normally have more exciting and fun vlogs on my channel, so subscribe to my channel. That being said, that brings me to the post notification shout out for this video. This video's post notification shout out goes to, bam, I'm gonna insert it right here. And if you're watching this and you would like a post notification shout out, all you have to do is subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment down below and let me know once you've done that, and I will give you a post notification shout out. I'm here today at my house. Every day I like to say hi to my plants. Hello, plants. Hi. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. My mom, this is all her doing. And God, of course, you know. We're trying to be Islamic up in this. I love plants. My mom got me a plant for my room the same day that I was wishing that I had a plant for my room, and it was like really crazy. I started instantly making dua when that happened because I was wishing for it in my head. I didn't even have to say it, and then my mom gave me like a little mini plant. And so my heart, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Qabuliyat ka waqt hai. That means like it's the time that like our prayers are being accepted. It was the cutest little plant too. I think it was the baby of one of these plants. A baby of a mixture of this plant, and it was a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. And then mangoes. We put our mangoes in the sun so that they can get ripe, and like they just taste better that way. Wasn't even half my size. See, I just randomly make up the lyrics. I don't even know what I'm saying. I gotta look that up because I can't be saying that around my house. My mom is gonna notice one of these days and she's gonna be like, wasted times you spent with not much else I need. I'm happy, oh so happy. I tried to sing it that day that I was wearing the black dress, you know, from that vlog. My dad's calling back. Hello?
Hello.
Assalamualaikum. Are you available to talk? Kuch nahi, I just wanted to update you and let you know that Shazib was sleeping and I woke him up because he looked so cute, and then he got upset with me. But he didn't tell me. He told mom that he was upset that I woke him up.
He was what?
He was upset that I woke him up.
So why did you wake him up then?
Because he looked so cute. He looked like a little baby sleeping.
For what? If somebody wakes you up, what you do?
I get mad.
And he got upset only. So he's waiting.
No, he just went back to sleep. He told mom later that he's upset with me.
Oh, did he get up now?
Yeah, he's just chilling.
I gotta go.
Alright, I love you.
Okay.
Allah Hafiz, bye. Yo, my dad's a G. I told him I love you. He said, okay. And it's so funny because my dad's mom, my grandmother who passed away years ago, but she was really cute too. When you told her I love you, she would say thank you. And that's so cute how her son, my dad, when you tell him I love you, he'll say okay. My dad is fluent in English. With my grandmother, it was just like a language barrier. Like she thought like that's the appropriate thing to say is thank you. But with my dad, like he's just a G. I'm on the phone with one of my friends and I'm gonna get her opinion on this topic. You guys, sorry, I'm like chilling in my bed, but I was just about to head to prayer in my room. I was about to start praying in my room, and then all of a sudden I finally got a hold of her. So yeah, go ahead. I've told her about the topic and everything in my opinion and stuff. Now I'm just about to hear her opinion. So what do you think about do you think women should be secretive when they eat if they're not fasting because of their periods during Ramadan? Or go ahead.
Well, I know for me personally, like growing up, like ever since I started getting like my menstrual cycles, I would just eat like a normal, like I would just go downstairs and make myself like eggs, and I'll just eat in front of everyone. And the thing is, I think to this day my brothers just don't understand why. And I think for them it's because they grew up in like Pakistan, so it's like they might not, like, you know how in our generation it's pretty common, like, oh, if a girl's not eating, that's because she's on her period. But I think my brothers just think of me as like this little kid, so they don't even like correlate it together.
Yeah, so they don't even consider that, oh, it's because your period.
Yeah, so I know for that, like, that's why I was never secretive about it. I know my dad always knows, though, because he's the one that wakes me up, so I'll just tell him, like, I can't fast, and then he'll be like, oh, okay, sorry, and then he'll, like, tell me to go back to sleep, and then he'll come back in, like, a week to wake me up. But, I know, like, I don't know exactly what they did during Rasul Islam's time about this matter. I know, like, but I know they were more open about it. It wasn't as taboo back then. Like, if you had a question, if you had a concern, you could straight up go to Rasul and ask him about it. And it could be anything. It could be, like, about, like, abuse. It could be about, like marriage, relationships. It could be about anything. It wasn't taboo to ask.
So you're saying that, like, back in the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that if somebody had a question, like if a woman had a question even regarding like her period and stuff like that, and if the question that I asked you, if she were to ask that to the Prophet, like that would be something that he would have an open conversation with her about?
Yeah, it was considered completely normal back then, because it was like everyone was trying to learn, everyone was trying to understand, so nothing was considered too taboo to ask about. Like, that's how we know about so many, like, issues about what we're allowed to do and not allowed to do, even, like, regarding, like, between, like, a spouse, like a man and wife, like, what they can do together and stuff, because they would legit ask openly, and they would get an answer. That's the only way you can really learn. But I think, like, I mean, I don't want to say any false info, but I think, like, the main problem is it's just, like, it's cultural taboo, because I know, like, and it's also between families. Like, I know a lot of guys are just grossed out by it, and I can't even, like, get mad at them. Like, if they're grossed out by it, I'm not going to, like, shout out that, oh, hey, by the way, I'm on my period. But I think it's just, like, it's more of a cultural thing. It's more of a personal thing than it is, like, an Islamic thing. It's not, like, I never heard that you had to hide it Islamically, but I don't know 100% either, so.
Yeah, same. Like, I never thought that it was an actual part of Islam, that Islam required women to hide it. I didn't think that was the case, but at the same time, as you're saying, I'm not sure either, because I'm not like a hafiz. I don't know all the details from the Quran. Like, it's hard to do, like, your own research, and because a lot of the time, whenever, like, people tell you, like, yeah, I'm doing research, a lot of the resources are online, and online it's so hard to find reliable resources about, like, Islamic topics. It's so hard. There's so much stuff out there that's false or not completely accurate. So when it comes to doing research, the best thing you can do is literally open up the Quran with, like, a translation and try to analyze it. But even doing that, it's so hard to, like, analyze it properly and get, like, the proper meaning out of it. You have to really be able to, like, know it. So yeah, it's difficult. So this is, doing this video for me is not only, like, just getting my opinion out there and listening to other people's opinions, but I also want it to be, like, a learning experience, and for us to kind of figure out some things, you know?
Yeah, like, to get an answer, I guess.
Yeah.
I know, like, you know how, I think you know, like, my dad studies Islam. That's, like, what he loves to do. So growing up, he's always taught me things that he's learned. And, like, going back into my memories, I remember him telling me once how, like, initially, when, like, Islam first started, there was an issue of whether a girl should pray when she's on her period. Like, before that it wasn't, like, a set thing. Like, as soon as Islam was created, they were like, oh, you don't have to pray. But, like, before, it was kind of like they used to put, like, a kind of like a pot or whatever underneath where the girl would stand while she was praying, and then she would just, like, let the blood drip while she was praying. But then they realized that, like, it was just too much for the girl to handle. So that's when they, like, decreed that you don't have to do it. That's when Allah Ta'ala told Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that, like, you can just tell all the females that they don't have to pray when they have their menstrual cycle. And it's just, like, that's the same thing with, like, Tarawih and stuff. Should a girl go to Tarawih? It was only after, like, they started experimenting, and then the girls would go to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and tell them their problems, that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would ask Allah Ta'ala, and then Allah Ta'ala would give him an answer to tell them. So that's basically how all our rules were created. So.
Wow, yeah, thank you for sharing that. I had no idea. I'd never heard of that, so it's always interesting to learn new information.
No problem.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, thank you so much. I know that this was a very random call.
No, it's fine. I'm just doing the dishes.
With a random topic. Yeah, but thank you so much. I really appreciate your input. I'm gonna stop filming now. Not much else I need. I'm happy. Oh, so happy, yeah. Something has been going on. It's been going on for over a year now. I only have one Instagram. It's at SincerelyMaha. I don't have any other Instagram aside from that. But apparently somebody named at MishaXAO, I'm gonna insert their name right here. That girl has been impersonating me on Instagram for over a year now, and she has blocked me or something, or made it so that I'm unable to search and click on her name, so I can't report it. But yeah, so several people have DM'd me and been like, yo, I've been having super long conversations with you through Instagram DM on your other account. Like, what happened? And I'm like, that's not me. And they were like, yeah, something felt fishy about it, but I like just kept on talking to you. I thought it was you. And I'm like, no, that's not me. It's this girl who's like pretending to be me. And yeah, so it's crazy. Just like report her as spam or inappropriate. Instagram isn't letting me report it, like, because she has me blocked and I can't search her name. So it's just like a really crazy situation, and I feel really bad for the people who are being catfished. They think they're talking to me and they're being catfished, so I feel so bad for those people, because being catfished is obviously not a good feeling. I would assume, like, I watch the show Catfish on MTV, and it's like really heartbreaking when you think you're talking to someone and it ends up being somebody totally else. I don't want anybody to be catfished any longer. This account is still going. It is thriving. They have so many followers. I'm like, what the heck? People are being fooled by this person who is pretending to be me. Pause. So one of my followers actually messaged me that while she's about to block and report the account, she went to the page and saw that some famous comedian, Ali Official UK, was following that fake page. So he's being catfished right now, so Instagram really needs to take this account down. So please report the account. Let's try to get it down. Like, I tried to get it down last year when it first like was brought to my attention, and no matter what I did, it just was not coming down. I posted about it on Instagram. I had so many people report it, but like I guess it wasn't like enough people that reported it or whatever, because the account has still been there, and I just gave up. But now it's like been brought to my attention again. And it's just, I need to get this account down. So this time I'm not going to give it up and just let it happen, because I feel guilty for doing that, because people are getting fooled and I'm just sitting here letting it happen. So I don't want to do that anymore. I want you guys to all report it, please. I would appreciate it so much. Let's get that account down. And if this at MishaXAO person is watching this, please don't use my pictures, don't use my identity to talk to other people. Just be yourself. I'm sure if you just were yourself, there would still be people who'd want to talk to you and be your friend and this and that. You don't have to pretend to be me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to include this at the end of this video. Oh my gosh, ignore my eye makeup. It's crazy. I went to Sephora and I got this new eyeshadow thing. I got it because I love this color. And I just was playing around with makeup right now, and I literally like put it all over my eyes, so it's crazy right now. I would never go out like this. This is not how I usually look, you guys know. So ignore that. I should have addressed that at the very beginning of this clip. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Please report that Instagram account, please, please, please. And if you're one of the people who got catfished by that Instagram account, I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed this vlog though, so thank you so much for watching, and bye. I'm in love with this little black dress. I put like a flannel around my waist, and then this necklace that my mom got me. I love it. Love, love, love it.
I'm a camera girl in a camera world.